Hey, everybody, welcome to Last Week from the Table for July 28th, 2020. I'm your host, DM Gallibond. All right, everybody, this week on Last Week from the Table, what we always do here is we recap the sessions from the actual play D&D games that I run on Thursday night and then again on Sunday afternoon. So let's go ahead and get on with the show. So Thursday nights at 8 p.m. we are playing through the Sword Coast Chronicles. Right now we're going through the early parts of the Tyranny of Dragons campaign, and the characters arrived back in Greenest at the beginning of the session after they had been through the encampment of the cultists. They had rescued Leosin Erlenthar, and they brought him back uh, to the city of Greenest. They had a meeting with the governor, Governor Nighthill. He gave them the gold that he had promised each of them for going and scouting, and they gave him a complete report on what they had learned about the cultists. The monk was hurt pretty badly, but in the evening, when after they got finished with their debriefing with the governor, when they went back for dinner, they found Leosin waiting for them. And Leosin informed them that the cultists have dragon eggs. And he was able to supply them with a little bit of a map of the cave where he thinks the dragon eggs are at the encampment. And the large part of the session was actually spent with the players trying to figure out, based on what they knew of the layout of the exterior of the encampment and what they knew of the position of the cave, and the little bit of it that Leosin was able to give them on their map, they were trying to figure out what the best way would be to try to infiltrate, because, they knew that the camp had overwhelming numbers, and they, figured, okay, how can we sneak in? What are some possible ways we can go in without being detected? This, that, and the other. So there was a lot of discussion about that, and then there was also some shopping that they wanted to do. They wanted to buy some new goods because of the money that they had just received from the governor. So they eventually hit on a plan, which was to, go in disguised as well as they could as cultists, and they were going to have some of Leosin's companions, some of the monks that came with him. They had offered to create a distraction at the far end of the camp, away from the cave. So they would create a distraction. A party would try to sneak in and get in, and then they would see what would happen there. Well, they got back to the encampment, and they found it largely abandoned. Um, so they quickly realized that there was not going to be a need for the distraction, but the wizard sent his owl familiar down to look at the cave, and there were still guards inside the cave. So the camp is not entirely abandoned, but most of the people are gone, and they're not sure how many people are left here and why people are here, unless in fact the monk is telling the truth and his intelligence is correct, and there are potentially dragon eggs there. So they hemmed and hawed and you know, tried to figure out what they wanted to do, and we left it just as they basically started to approach the cave mouth, and two guards came out to challenge them. So we're going to start with a fight on Thursday night this week. So please join us over at twitch.tv/Gallibond, and you will be able to find us there. Also, if you watched the live stream yesterday for Monster Monday, you will know that over this past week, something exciting happened on the Twitch channel, and that is that we qualify now for affiliate. So we have reached the thresholds to qualify for affiliate on Twitch, and before Thursday, I intend to finish setting all that up so that we can start to unlock some of those goodies there for the viewers that come with being an affiliate channel. And then the next goal is to work towards partner. So if you enjoy what we're doing here and you enjoy the live streams that we have, please tell your friends, have them come and join us on Thursday night or Sunday afternoon, and we hope to see you then. All right, the next thing we want to talk about is on Sunday afternoon, the Walker of Waterdeep. We're playing at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. This is now to accommodate our UK player, as well as to finish up in time to roll right into watching another live stream that some of my friends do over at the Frog Pants channel with the There Will Be Dungeons on Sunday afternoons at 6 p.m. my time. And so Walker of Waterdeep at 4 p.m. or at 2 p.m. on 2 p.m. Eastern on Sundays. In this game, we are still in Innistrad, and we are still in that damned cave. And you know, curiosity is going to kill these damn players. These PCs, actually, not the players. But curiosity is going to kill them. They cannot just leave well enough alone after a fight and after another fight and after a third fight, where there's some very, very tough monsters. They still wind up going and having yet another fight because they couldn't leave well enough alone. The Warforged went to check out the galvanic juggernaut, which is this drilling machine. Actually, it's a monster out of Magic the Gathering, and it really doesn't say what it's supposed to do. But my game, my galvanic juggernaut, it's a mining machine. And yes, it is a semi-autonomous artifact. Unbeknownst to the party, the galvanic juggernaut had become the home for four devils. These are Innistrad devils. These are the little guys that vexing devils, as they're called. And they just like to cause all sorts of mischief. So they were inside this machine when they came around, and when they started poking around it, they activated the machine from inside. And so they set the machine off, and it started trying to get out of the cavern where it is, but unfortunately for the machine, the cavern is, or the corridors out of the cavern are not large enough, so it had to go to the widest corridor and start trying to widen it with its drilling tools so that it could get out and go after the party members. Uh, Once the party members figured that out, they used that to their advantage, and Eric, the bard or bellman, as he alternately is called, he he cast a spell that put fear on these devils. Now, of course, these are Innistrad devils, so that doesn't mean that they have the uh, same resistances and immunities and everything as other devils. So they are not immune to fear, and they failed their saving throws. So they leapt out of the machine, leaving it running. And the party members were able to fight the devils outside the machine. Now that made fighting them a little bit easier. And as each one of them was killed, it dropped a metal piece of something. And after the battle, the Warforged figured out these were pieces of what looked like a key, and they were able to use that key to disable the Galvanic Juggernaut again. So now they can finally take a rest. Well, in the meantime, while all that was going on, Eric's sister shows up. So we have a new player, Ivy. She is a player from our Thursday night game. She has decided she wants to join us on Sundays. And so she is playing a character that is also a half elf or a half drow character. Her character is a druid, and it's the sister of the half drow bard who is in the party, which is Eric or Bellman. So that was kind of fun. There was a lot of fun RP moments in the game when uh, the brother and sister were, sniping at each other a little bit. And then when a few of the players or a few of the characters were upset with the other ones because they kept meddling around with stuff and kept getting them into more fights before they had a chance to rest. So um, it was kind of a fun session in that regard. All right, so next Sunday, 2 p.m., we might actually get to a point where we can have some of the miners get into the mine and actually start extracting some of the ore. Now, there's a couple of things they still need to deal with in there before they bring the miners in, but they have now learned enough to maybe get that to a little bit better place where they're able to have a little bit more control over the environment inside the mine, so that it's not such a terrifying and terrible and awful place for them. All right, so that is going to do it for Tales from the Table. I have been DM Gallibond. This has been our summary of the actual play sessions from the last week. If you like what we're doing here, please go ahead and subscribe to the video. Please click that post notification bell. That'll let you know every time a new video drops on YouTube here. And come along and join us on Thursday night for Sword Coast Chronicles. Join us Sunday afternoon for Walker of Waterdeep, and join us Monday evening for Monster Monday. All right, everybody, that's going to do it. Please take care and have a wonderful evening.